Prediction Ascension, hate me and love me. There's no in between. So we got the Daniel Penny trial. Everybody keeps saying Daniel Petty. It's Daniel Penny with the manslaughter trial with a John Neely, I think that's his name is. But the jury, they dismissed the charge for the manslaughter charges, which is which is decent because we know Daniel Petty's getting time for the sucker shit that Neely did on the train, which half these mental institution belonging bastards, Arkham motherfuckers belong in an asylum. He's going to get charged with a criminally negligent homicide. But see, you got to remember, you got murder, manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide. There was no intent to kill John Neely. I think that's his name, or Neely. And reckless, it doesn't account for manslaughter because his intent was just to restrain him till the police came, which the police come so fucking slow is ridiculous. But anyway, but criminally negligent homicide, he's looking at maybe, he's out on bail, I think. He's looking at maybe 18 months, 12 or 14 months, something like that, something light. He do 8 months on the island, he'd be all right. You know what I mean? But you're going to get something, though. This is New York State, bro. They don't believe that stand your own ground shit over here, which we need your stand your own ground laws in New York. That's what we should be pushing for. But you got too many pussies running around here anyway that only worry about gender affirming fucking goddamn healthcare and not standing your own ground when somebody come in your fucking face. Because some niggas need to get put on their ass and maybe deleted because they think they're above the law or whatever, or feel like you're not going to do nothing to them because of these bullshit laws in New York. New York is the most blue fucking state ever. We's 5,000 votes away from being red all the way through, man. But thank God for Trump, man. Check out the newscast.
A veteran Marine, Daniel Penny. After 4 days of deliberating, the jury today unable to reach a verdict on the top count of second-degree manslaughter in the death of subway passenger Jordan Neely.
And because of that, the judge then dismissed the most serious charge and ordered the jury to return on Monday to deliberate on the less serious charge of criminally negligent homicide. A huge day in the courtroom. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is there live in Lower Manhattan with our lead story tonight. Darla.
Liz and Bill, this is a precedent-setting case in very many ways. What happened today is when Judge Maxwell Riley dismissed the top count of second-degree manslaughter and paved the way for the jury to begin deliberations on a second count. Well, that is really not encouraged by New York state law. In fact, it is considered a compromised verdict, but that is what the jury will begin to do on Monday when they return here, and it's just the latest development in a very polarizing case. The father of Jordan Neely, in a black jacket and gray hoodie, is seen leaving the Manhattan criminal court.
See, the father of Jordan Neely, I'm sorry. Now, this is the question that I have to pose, no matter what, right? Why the fuck are you there at the trial, but you wasn't there trying to take care of your son with his mental problems? The uncle there's an uncle there too. Where were y'all at, bro? Where were y'all at? I'm confused. Why are you there now for the trial, but you couldn't get your son off the fucking trains? This is what I'm saying. It's crazy. I got more shit to talk about, man. But listen to this bullshit.
House Friday afternoon after an emotionally draining day of jury deliberation. Jordan Neely, in a black jacket and gray hoodie, is seen leaving the Manhattan criminal courthouse Friday afternoon after an emotionally draining day of jury deliberations. The 7-woman, 5-man jury failing to reach a verdict on second-degree manslaughter charges in the death of his son. Since Monday afternoon, jurors have been weighing if Penny recklessly created or contributed to a substantial and unjustifiable risk of Neely's death, if he consciously disregarded that risk, and if it was a gross deviation from how a reasonable person...
He can't consciously disregard the risk. It was just his mindset to restrain him till the police came. Let's continue.
...would have behaved. His attorney, Thomas Kniff, asking several times for a mistrial, saying the jury has been deliberating for roughly 20 hours over 4 days on what is in many ways a factually uncomplicated case. But the law in this case can be considered complicated, sorting out the difference between reckless behavior in a manslaughter charge and blameworthy behavior in the charge of criminally negligent homicide.
Well, he can be blamed. You can be blamed for that situation to put this guy Neely in duress. Not asphyxiation by chokehold, but duress. That he would need some type of, he's going through some type of cardiac arrest and needs assistance. But not manslaughter or murder. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm bringing in murder because, remember, a lot of killers take manslaughter charges anyway. When they kill somebody, they take second degree or first degree manslaughter, they do 15 years. Second degree manslaughter do 8. Third degree, they do maybe 2.5, 3, and shit like that. Because they had the intent to kill them. They understood that. So they took a manslaughter, which is a lesser plea. But he had no intent to kill this man. He was just restraining him for the police. So it wasn't reckless. Keep going.
Saying the jury was having difficulty making this distinction, Manhattan Assistant District Attorney Daphne Yaron asked the court to dismiss the top count, saying it would be a crazy result to have a hung jury because they can't move on to the second count. Because according to New York state law, a jury cannot consider a lesser count until they reach a unanimous decision on the first one. The thing, Bill and Liz, even though that top count has been dismissed and jurors will move on Monday to deliberate on that second count of criminally negligent homicide, it's not clear what difference that would have made. And it's also not clear which way the jury was swinging in this case, guilty or not guilty. This will
Now, as I explained that to you earlier, he will get something for criminally negligent homicide. That's a fact. That's like, the speed zone violations. Let's use that example. Speed zone violations on construction workers. There's no need to speed past it. Then they got a slow sign up. Now, if you criminally negligent homicide coincides with that, if you decide to not do the speed limit that the construction workers has posted, not the state law, which the state law is maybe 55 miles per hour, but the construction zone is stating 30 miles per hour, right? You decide to be a dickhead and fucking do 55, 60, fuck up your car, crash into one of them, that's criminally negligent homicide. It wasn't intention to kill them on murder. You didn't see the motherfucker say, yeah, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, That's scrap. Number 2 is not manslaughter because you didn't get into a scrap with the guy and decided to say, I'm gonna use my car to hit this motherfucker. No, you decided not to obey the traffic laws that the construction workers put out, and you clip him or kill him with your car. That's criminally negligent homicide. Now you're looking at lesser time. Yes, Daniel Penny is going to get time, but it wasn't his intent to kill him. It wasn't his intent to cause asphyxiation by chokehold. It was just restraining him till the police came. When the police need better fucking goddamn responding time. It's fucking ridiculous. But anyway, this is what they're going to fucking figure out. He's going down for criminally negligent homicide. There's no way around. But the factor is, I don't like to see uncles, nephews, cousins coming out for a motherfucking Neely, and they wasn't there to keep that nigga off the train in the first place and get this nigga the help he need. You need to stay on certain people. Yes, we have our own lives to tend with, but the factor is, some people aren't contributing to society the way they should be, and they should be deleted. It is what it is. That's why I'm down with Eric Adams. Let's revisit Eric Adams bullshit. Eric Adams want the mental health institution come back. Now remember, back in the day, 1930s, you could look it up. It's there. The 1930s, the 1940s. During motherfuckers, they didn't know what it was at that time. PTSD and all that shit. The orderly. They call them the orderly. Them niggas used to hop out them vans with them white scrubs on. We didn't call them scrubs back then. We call them scrubs now. With them scrubs on. And they will inject you with some shit in your ass to calm you down. Throw you in the back of that van and restrain you in a fucking hospital bed. Until a psychiatrist comes in, gives you, hey man, you know what day it is? what year you're in, you know your name, do you know your race, all types of weird questions to see if you're active. Now, right? That's a fact. Now, that's what we need to be back in New York City. I don't give a fuck. Nigga have an outburst, throwing glass bottles across the street. He yelling at God or some shit like that. Had an orderly hit that nigga with a, catch that nigga right in the neck. That nigga lean out, throw that nigga back in the van. So we good. Back to peaceful streets. That's what Eric Adams wants to put back in initiative, and I think he should do that in New York City. Niggas walking around barefooted. Like, yo, you alright? You walking around barefooted, it's 20-degree weather. You good? Oh, fuck this shit. Don't worry about it, nigga. Ah. Throw a nigga in the back of the van. That's it. Throw the bitch back in the van. Man, bitch, alright. Throw a nigga in the back of the van. That's it. I'm down with that skyscraper going down on Center Street. The jail scraper. They say it's gonna be taller than Empire State. The Statue of Liberty. I gotta do a video on that too. That's crazy. Yeah. It's looking like Peachtree. It's looking like Judge Dredd every day out here. And y'all don't even know it, B. Thank God Trump is back, man. We back. We locking everybody up, man. We don't give a fuck. We locking y'all up. Ghost Cars is done. Y'all niggas is done. Ghost Cars, everybody. Everybody's done. It is what it is. Legit or quit. Get out of here. Prediction Ascension. Love me or hate me. There's no in between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me on the motherfucking algorithm. Follow me on Prediction Ascension at X. X is the way to go. Freedom of speech still lives on with Elon Musk. And also, it is what it is, Daniel Penny. This is why no one helps anyone in New York City. Because they don't want to deal with shit like this. That's why people let shit rock out. It is what it is. I'm just saying, a lot of people ain't gonna get help no more. But I'm not feeling the fathers and uncles coming out of nowhere for Neely, but y'all wasn't helping this nigga get his mental health together. That's it. Sometimes you gotta put that nigga in the hospital whether you like it or not. Bellevue right there on 23rd and 1st, nigga. Gives a fuck whether he's lying. Hit that nigga with the shot. Treat him like fucking Joker in Arkham, nigga. That's it. You ain't getting out for another 90 years, nigga. Who cares? This is what it is. You already know. Hit me up with the algorithm.